Thanks for joining us for this Filmmaker Chat, part of the 20th edition of the New York Asian Film Festival, presented by the New York Asian Film Foundation and Film at Lincoln Center, running from August 6th to 22nd. Firstly, we would like to extend our thanks to Korean Cultural Center of New York for sponsoring the South Korean section this year. I'm Hannah Lee, one of the programmers of this festival, and our interpreter for today's conversation is Joanne Jung. We are thrilled to return to in-person programming this year at the SBA Theatre and present in person 10 months on August 19th. It is nominated for this year's Uncaged Award for Best Feature Film Competition among Anima, City of Lost Things, Hand-Rolled Cigarette, Joint, and Cheongbaru Social Club. It is my honor to introduce Director Namkoong Sun.
Hello, I am Namkoong Sun.
Congratulations on such a brilliant debut film. I'd love to begin by asking you what inspired you to create 10 Months.
Well, obviously, as you would imagine, I thought of making this film after having my own pregnancy, and this was back in 2014. And at the time, I thought I was mildly prepared for the experience, but then suddenly there were so many things that felt really weird and unexpected from that experience. So that's when I thought, I haven't seen this type of pregnancy story on film, and I haven't seen a type of character who gets pregnant and who still doesn't really know what she wants. So I thought, this is a story I have to tell. And this was back way before all the things Me Too broke out. So I think I actually thought that if I didn't do it, no one would, which is obviously not how it turned out to be, but that's how I started the story.
And Miss Sun, if you feel more comfortable speaking Korean, like please feel free to.
Yes.
Have an interpreter. It's totally up to you.
Yes.
In 10 Months, we follow Mita throughout the entire film. We see everything through her eyes and ride the ups and downs of this experience with her. What was it like working with Choi Sung-eun, who plays Mita, and what do you think she uniquely brought to this role?
Well, she is a very energetic actress, and she hadn't been in many films back then when we cast her. And what we looked for in the character was that I thought the character shouldn't be too mature or too immature. I thought we needed to have those faces, like smart but stupid in a way. So we were looking at more younger actresses actually than the age of Mire, and Sung-eun was one of our students from our school, and someone recommended me her, and when we met her, it was like fire, because she had so much energy and she just goes to every place she has to go without much doubt. And I thought that kind of straightforward energy was what Mireille needed in a way. So
10 Months manages to explore issues that women face within families, workplaces, and society at large with equal measures of seriousness, emotional resonance, and humor. How did you strike this balance in your writing process and your collaborative work with the actors?
Well, our actress came after the script, so at first she was asking, is this a comedy or is this a drama? And I think it might have not been that apparent on screenplay that it was going to be really serious for her, but kind of funny to look at, or well, not fun, but absurdly funny to look at. So I just told Mirai to be really in the moment, in whatever situation she was in, and it would just turn out to be serious and light at the same time. So that's how I worked with the actress. And on writing the script, I thought this was really a heavy. It was a heavy theme for women and all the things that go around women, especially around pregnancy. And I thought there was a lot of taboo around this subject still. So if I went too heavy, it wouldn't work. So I tried to keep the characters light and almost fictional, I guess, and the tone light, so as not to get too submerged in the emotions, because that would be a dark place to be at.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's incredibly effective in the film.
Thank
We
you.
we are starting to see an emergence of female filmmakers in Korea, bringing so much talent and a greater diversity to the stories that are told in
Yes,
Korean cinema. As a female
yes.
director working in Korea right now, how do you feel about the current state of women filmmakers in the industry, and what do you think the future holds for female filmmakers in South Korea?
Well, it's such a relief actually to see so many female directors coming out with all these stories. Still, they are mostly on the side of independent films. I think, which does keep the films it's their self relevant, but it's really turned into a welcoming atmosphere here, and we support each other. And when before it sometimes it doesn't really feel good to be just called a female director at times, because it seems like there's so many different stories and genres in films, but they just name it a female film, and that categorization that I think didn't fit well with some of us, but we talk about it a lot, and the mere talk of it, I think, is making things better and less lonely, I guess.
Well, not to get too ahead of myself, but I'd love to
hmm
know if you're working on another project or thinking of another project that you'd like to work on. So, what is next for you?
well, actually, I'm doing some writing for a TV series, OTT. We don't know what to call it, right? So, a series. I'm doing some writing for one, and I just shot a very short film this weekend, and well, we'll see how it goes. Because I really do have a lot of films I want to make in the future. So they're
Wonderful.
all like waiting in line.
If there were any particular topics that you were interested in sharing.
Not well. I'm really sad that I'm not there, because the past 2 years haven't been the best year, I guess, to bring out your first feature film. So that's kind of a sentiment. And for the as if on the abortion laws that come out in the film, there has been a change, because we were filming this in 1918 to not 19, but 2018 to 2019. And on 2019, we decriminalized abortion. So that was kind of a win. And I thought, well, maybe my film is now a period piece because things are going to change now. And but still, in 2 years have passed, and we haven't yet found the right legislation to pass. So it's still in a process. So I think that was kind of because in the film it was a different era just a few years ago. They had different laws, and so
Right.
that was one thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, having said that, when I watched the
Mhm.
film, I felt
Mhm.
like it was incredibly relevant. I think even though
Mhm.
those abortion laws may have changed, I think you
Mhm.
raised a lot of issues and experiences that are
Mhm.
incredibly relatable to women, even
Mhm.
women who haven't gone through
Mhm.
pregnancy, but
Yes.
are constantly thinking about the social
Yes.
pressures around pregnancy and how they will be treated as pregnant women.
Because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Very ridiculous.
So I don't think your film feels like a period piece at all.
Mhm.
I think it's incredibly
Oh, of
relevant,
course.
not just to I think Korean
Yes.
society, but I think even American
Mhm.
audiences will watch this
Mhm.
film and
Mhm.
it will resonate with them, particularly I think
Mhm.
a female audience. But thank you
Yes.
for sharing that.
Well, thank you for showing my film there.
Awesome. Well, thank you to Namkoong San for taking the time to
Mhm.
speak with me today. And we look forward to the screening of 10 Months at SVA Theatre in person on August 19. I also want to thank all of our virtual audience members who are joining us this year from across the country. And for more information on this year's festival and to buy tickets, you can head to nyaff.org. That's NYAFF.org. Thank you so much, Namkoong, for your time.
Thank you.